So let me get some music going for us. What track do I want to play for us today? All right. So I will play this track here. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Perfect. All right. Then I'll repeat. All right. So, as always, as we begin our practice, we're going to first connect to the breath. And today, we are going to practice a breathing technique called the 4-6-4-6, where we inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 6, exhale for 4, and then hold out for 6. Okay, so your inhale is 4 seconds, and your inhale and exhale for 4 seconds, and your hold is for 6.
Oh.
All right.
Oh.
Now, the reason why we are going to be doing this breathing technique is to help slow the nervous system down, because whenever your nervous system is really activated, that's when your thoughts and the mind is going to be super active and racing. So because we want to start practicing observing the thoughts and the emotions, we first want to slow everything down. Okay? All right, so go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Lightly close your eyes. And just for a few moments, I just want you to take some deep breaths in through the nose, expanding the belly, allowing the chest to rise second. And then when you reach the top, I want you to exhale slowly and softly. And as you do this, check in with your body, noticing where your shoulders are, seeing if you can drop them just a little bit more. We're just breathing right now, just bringing the mind into the body. Helping the body to get adjusted as we begin to slow down the nervous system. And so whenever you begin your practice of meditation, always include this transitional phase, because we live in a society and an environment that we're constantly stimulated. Your mind and your body is always seeking that. So it's always going to try to move quickly. And so if you try to jump right into the actual meditation work before you help the mind and the body settle, it's going to be much more challenging to actually receive what you need in the meditation work. So how you transition is you just first settle the body by being still, and you just take deep, slow breaths. You're not forcing anything, so the breath feels natural. You want the breath to feel smooth. And the more that you practice this over time, it'll be very quick how your body drops in to that more relaxed state. So if you have a day where you're busy, you got school, you got work, it's stressful at home or with your friends, it might take a little bit longer. So you might have to sit in this transition zone for a few more minutes. But on days that it's easier, it might only take a few minutes, 2 to 3. So again, you're just breathing in deeply into the nose, allowing the belly to expand, and then allowing the chest to rise. And as you reach capacity, exhale slowly and softly. And so remember the breathing practice that we're going to do. The inhale and the exhale is for 4 seconds. And in between, you're going to hold for 6. And on the hold, do your best to remain relaxed, not tense. It's easy for you to tense up your body when you're holding the breath. So do your best not to. When you're ready, on your next inhale, begin counting to yourself. And when you count, it is not fast. So as you breathe in, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so you begin to create a rhythm in the process of the breathing. So just stick with it. Stay relaxed. Relax the shoulders and the back. Stick with it. Find your rhythm. Allow yourself to really sink into the hold, allowing that pause between the inhale and the exhale. Trusting that your body is supporting you. In its intelligence, it knows exactly what to do. With each exhale, feel the whole body softening. to do a few more rounds of this. As we continue, try your best to relax your abdomen and your diaphragm. Allow that whole area to really open as you breathe. Most people hold a lot of tension here, which is where anxiety manifests inside the body. So another reason why we're practicing this breathing technique is to help get some movement on the inside. Energy gets stagnant when we hold the breath or if we breathe shallow with the chest. So by doing this breathing technique, you are opening up those pathways, allowing the energy to circulate all the way through. Now I want you to let go of the breathing process, and I just want you to be aware of the body, and I want you to let the body breathe naturally on its own, so you're not directing it, you're not forcing it, but you are observing, almost like you're sitting back like a passenger in the car, observing the surroundings as you drive by. Just witness the body as it inhales on its own and as it exhales on its own. Now, in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine that you're sitting on the side of a riverbank and there's a stream of water flowing past you. And that stream of water is representing all the thoughts that might be happening within your mind right now. So instead of following the thoughts, we're going to watch the thoughts as they pass by. So when a thought appears in your mind, I want you to silently label it. So for example, when you know your mind is active but there's nothing specific, you can label that thinking because you're aware that your mind is active and it's trying to express. Or if you think about what you're going to do after this meditation call for the rest of this Friday, you can label that planning. If you have a thought, an image about something that has already happened yesterday, last week, a couple months ago, last year, something from your childhood with a friend, or even the experience you brought up, you can label that as remembering. And after you label it, you don't stick to it. I want you to go back to observing, being attentive, as if you're just sitting on that riverbank next to the water stream, seeing everything flow by. So this is a process that can teach you how to let go. And you could do the same thing with your emotions. If you feel anger, call it out, name it. If there's sadness, label that. Or if you feel excited, feel the emotion that's present. Give it a name. And then let it go. Let it flow down the riverbank. Because what you are doing is you're developing what's called witness consciousness. Being able to identify without becoming, without being consumed, or without absorbing. And I know this might be easier said than done, but this is why we're practicing. So you can start building that muscle. So continue to observe the thoughts, your feelings, label them, give them names, so that you can let them go. And as we sit here, your breath should be settled, calm. You're not controlling it. You're allowing the body to naturally breathe on its own. All you're focused on is your thoughts, your emotions, identifying them, and then letting them go. The longer we sit here, you may feel your awareness dropping deeper into the body, into the energetic space. You might feel the room expanding out as if things are getting farther and farther away. All of that is normal. You're shifting your state of consciousness, being connected to the surface, to the external world, and you're guiding it to go deeper into the body and connecting to your internal state, which is very vast. I like to call this process interdimensional traveling. Now, let the process go of you observing the thoughts and the emotions, and I want you to feel your whole body without moving it. And I just want you to notice what you feel. Notice where your breath is inhaling and exhaling from. Does it feel like it's high in the body, near the throat or the chest? Can you feel the breath being pulled deep from the lower abdomen? As you exhale, is it only through the nose and the mouth, or can you feel the whole body expanding as you exhale? These are just the little subtleties to pay attention to. You're not looking for anything perfect or a specific answer, but just train your awareness to sense and feel. You keep your eyes closed, but what I want you to do is gently start moving your fingers, start moving your toes, you could begin doing some shoulder rolls, some neck rolls, just to bring in that physical connection back to the body. And just make sure you take some deep breaths, breathing in deeply, filling up the belly, and then fully exhaling out. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes. How do you feel?
Good. I liked that one.
You like that one?
Mm.
Yeah, I could feel us going really, really deep. Like when I would not talk, it was as if I was imploding, but also then expanding at the same time. Which for me, that just helps me to know that we truly created an energetic space for us to expand within the meditation work. So I wanted to ask you we worked on 2 phases. The first phase was the breathing technique, the 4-6-4-6, inhaling and exhaling for 4 seconds, holding for 6. How did that feel for you?
It was a little bit difficult to get into a pattern because, like, when I would hold my breath for 6 seconds, then I would kind of exhale too fast, but towards the end, I got it.
Okay. So when you practice this on your own, spend a little bit more time on it than what we did today, because what you felt at the beginning of that practice with it kind of being hard to find a rhythm, that's the habitual tension and the habitual pattern that the body has. So what you were trying to do is you were trying to basically unwind that process and move the body into a new pattern. And that takes a little bit of time. Okay. So if you want, I would say set a timer for 7 to 10 minutes and then just sit and then just allow yourself to be fully present with that breathing practice. And I bet you between minute 5 and minute 8, I think that'll be the sweet spot where you really feel yourself dropping into that rhythm. Okay. So yeah, spend some time with that on your own. And then when we switched over and we began observing the thoughts and the emotions, we created a little visual of us sitting by the side of a river, like on a riverbank, and there was some water flowing through. When it came to identifying your thoughts as they came up, was that a process that you were able to do? Like, were you able to see or feel your thoughts separate?
Yeah, I was.
Good. How was it being able to move through that and label them?
Oh, good.
Okay, good. So while you're practicing that, you won't necessarily understand in the moment the result of it. How that practice benefits you is outside of the meditation. So when you are going about your day and there's a lot going on in your mind, you're thinking about school, you're thinking about work, stuff at home, and thoughts are just racing, this practice is what's going to help you detach from that train that's just running like a loop. And then you'll be able to say, oh, I'm really thinking about that project that I got to finish, or that person that I got to get back to. And then kind of going back to what we talked about earlier about doing things now and that whole procrastination thing, you will feel the urge and the initiation to take action. So this meditation is kind of twofold. It'll help you to separate yourself and detach from the mental loop, but then help you to identify the things that are most important. And so if you notice there's a common theme that just keeps playing and playing and playing, pay attention to that. Or if you feel an emotion that's active or that's triggered that you can't seem to shake, pay attention to that, because the body is always trying to give you those cues. All right. But today was a really good meditation. So when I get the recording, I'll send this over to you. And I definitely recommend going through this again, either tonight or tomorrow, just so that since your body is open, you'll get back into it. And it's almost like, again, you're resetting the program. All right. So definitely practice this again. But do you have any questions for me before we hop off? So you yawning? That's a good sign. That means that we shifted your nervous system from sympathetic to parasympathetic, which is rest and relaxation. So if you notice that you're yawning a little bit, like these next couple minutes, that's a good sign that you did what you were supposed to in the meditation.
Okay.
Yeah. But what were you going to say though?
I don't know. I don't even remember. But I like the meditation. Thank you.
Yeah. Of course. So, you want to plan for a next meditation about 2 weeks out?
Yeah, we could do Friday again.
Okay. How does the 22nd look for you?
Open as of now. I'll let you know if something changes, but it's open.
Okay, cool. I'll set a reminder for us. Let's do 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Cool?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, Joseph. Well, it was a good seeing you, man. And today was a really good meditation. I'm glad that we did it.
Yeah. It's good seeing you too.
Yeah. All right. I'll talk to you soon.
Recording stopped.
All right. Bye-bye. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Whoever was on the live and was able to go through that meditation. So I created a meditation program that allows me to take someone who has no meditation experience whatsoever to begin building their own process. And so it's like a year-long program, and the whole focus is to create sustainability and transformation. So rather than us just like really just sitting here and just talking about theory, we move through progressive sets through structured, regulated breathing. We help to stabilize the nervous system. We start developing awareness. And through that, we start doing some emotional processing, and we access deeper states of consciousness. So I have a young man that I'm taking through the program. We meet every 2 weeks. Meditations are about 30 minutes. Calls are about 45 with talking and everything. But I created this because I had people come to me as like, yo, I need to meditate. I need to learn. How can you help me? And so here was birthed the Sacred Flow method. So if anybody is interested in being taught how to meditate in a structured way to build a sustainable practice, message me. I would love to get on a discovery call and figure out exactly what it is that you need and see if this program will be a right fit. If it is, we could set something up. If it's not, maybe I can give you some pointers, some resources, and point you in the right direction. All right. So if you have any questions about this process or just in general, shoot me a DM, y'all. I hope you have a great Friday. Peace.